tell us about some of these exhibits that were shown to the jury during the trial?
Good morning. Well, we heard a lot about the plates that were used to serve this beef Wellington meal on during the trial. Ian Wilkinson, the sole surviving guest of the lunch, he gave evidence during the trial, and he said that Erin Patterson served herself on an orange tan plate and served the rest of the guests on grey plates. And the prosecution argued during the trial that the reason that she did this was to colour code the plates in a way to mark the beef Wellingtons, the individual beef Wellingtons, so that she didn't poison herself and so that she could give a poisoned meal to her guests. Now, Erin Patterson, of course, denies this. She says that Ian Wilkinson was honestly mistaken when he said this, and that she used a variety of different coloured plates for the meal, and she doesn't own a full set of plates or the grey plates. And as you can see from these photos that hopefully you've got up at the moment, police were very interested in the plates when they searched Erin Patterson's home on the 5th of August. This was about a week after that beef Wellington lunch. It was the same day that Erin was interviewed by police, where she lied about owning a dehydrator and lied about foraging for mushrooms. Those were admitted lies, but you can also see a photo. There's the Recipe Tin Eats cookbook in one of the photos. This is the photo that, the recipe book rather, that Erin Patterson used for that beef Wellington recipe. Police say they found cooking splatters on the page of the beef Wellington recipe. We also have now some photos that were shown to the jury of the beef Wellington leftovers, and these leftovers were tested after the lunch, in the weeks after the lunch, and they were tested by multiple scientists. They were first tested by a mycologist, a mushroom expert, and she told the jury that she couldn't actually see death cap mushrooms in those leftovers, but she could see field mushrooms, and the prosecution argues that Erin Patterson dehydrated the death cap mushrooms and she blitzed them up. A toxicologist also tested those leftovers, and what he found were amatoxins, death cap mushroom toxins in those leftovers. So you can see those leftovers being ready for testing in those photos that have now been released to the press.
Alex, you've been covering this trial for weeks now. Can you describe the mood in court yesterday, but also in Morwell in general?
Yeah, I mean, it was incredibly, it doesn't really look like it now, but it was so busy in this forecourt yesterday, just media dotted around, members of the public looking on as soon as word managed to spread that the jury had come to a verdict. And, inside the courtroom, by contrast, from all accounts, it was incredibly quiet. One of my colleagues told me you could hear a pin drop as the verdict was being read out by the jury foreperson on those 4 charges, and my colleague told me that Erin Patterson appeared neutral. She didn't give much away, but she was blinking rapidly, and that's something that we saw throughout the trial, even as Erin was giving evidence or just sitting observing the proceedings.
Alex Alvaro, thank you.